Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Servant here. Thank you so much for clicking on the video. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, click the notification bell. And guys, we made it to 2,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much. Please, if you're new to the channel, please make sure you subscribe. And in today's video, we're going to be making this cute little pink and purple clutch beaded bag. Guys, this bag is so simple to make, and you can increase the size or even making smaller than this. So let's get right into the tutorial. I'm using 10mm pink beads, a .80 fishing line, and a pair of scissors. I'm using pink and purple beads, by the way. So you're going to cut a fishing line that you are comfortable to work with. Then you're going to put 4 beads into that fishing line, and you're going to cross with the 4th bead. So guys, please make sure you watch the entire video to the end. Do not skip any part so you're not confused. So this is what we have so far, a ring of 4. You're going to pick up 3 beads now, 1 bead in the left fishing line, 1 bead in the right fishing line. Then you are going to cross with the 3rd bead like you see me do in the video. So this is going to create another ring of 4. So we are going to continue with this pattern. 1 fishing line on the left, 1 bead on the left, 1 bead on the right, then you're going to cross with the 3rd bead, and we are going to work like this until we have 10 beads. 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, until we have 10 beads. Then we are going to make the 11th. So on one end of the fishing line, you're going to insert 3 beads, and you are going to cross with the 3rd bead, and this is going to basically turn your work so that you're going to start working at the side. So this is the first turn. We need to have 2 turns. That's the first turn right there. Then with the fishing line on your right, or the fishing line facing outwards, you're going to pick up 3 beads again, and this is going to be the second turn, and this second turn starts the second row as well. So this is what your work should be looking like basically. Guys, like I said, you can customize your bag to be bigger than what I made, so you can increase the size however you want. So I'm just going to continue the fishing line on my right. I'm going to go into the next bead from the previous row. Then I'm going to pick up 2 beads with the fishing line on my left, cross with the second bead, insert the fishing line on my right into the next bead from the previous row, pick up 2 beads with the other fishing line, and cross with the second bead. So we are going to continue doing this pattern until we get towards the end. So I've inserted my fishing line again into the next bead from the previous row, picked up 2 beads, then I am crossing with the second bead. So do this until we get to the end of the row. Now we are at the end of the row, and all we're going to do, I'm going to zoom in a bit so that you guys can see. I've inserted my fishing line into the bead from the previous row. I'm going to use that same fishing line and pick up 2 beads, and I'm going to cross with the second bead right there, and that completes row number 2, and it's going to be our first turn as well. With the fishing line on my right, I am still going to pick up 3 beads, then I am going to cross with the 3rd bead, and that is the second turn, which starts row number 3. So you're going to work normally again with the fishing line on my right. I'm going to go into the next bead from the previous row. With the other fishing line, I'm going to pick up 2 beads and cross with the second bead. So I'm going to continue doing this until I have a total of 12 rows. Those are the 12 rows that I'm counting. Those are 12. Then so it is 11 by 12. Then we did some reductions. I'm going to show you guys how to do it. I already did one side. So you're going to go to the other side of your bag, then you're going to go into the second bead, insert your fishing line into the second bead as you see me do there. Then you're going to pick up 3 beads with the fishing line on your left. Then you're going to cross with the 3rd bead. So this is going to form a beaded decrease basically. So you're going to insert your fishing line into the following bead from the previous row. Then you are going to pick up 2 beads with the other fishing line, the fishing line on your left. Then you're going to cross with the second bead, and you're going to do this until we get to the last bead of that row. So this is where we are going to end. I've inserted my fishing line into the bead from the previous row. With that same fishing line, I am going to pick up 2 beads and I'm going to cross with that same fishing line. And now my work is going to be facing upward, so I'm not going to go into that last bead because I'm doing a decrease at that end. And for the next row I want to do another decrease again, so I'm going to take my fishing line, move downwards to the right and upwards like you see me do. With the other fishing line I am going to move downwards into that same bead that has the fishing line that is facing upwards. I really hope that made sense. So I'm just going to insert my fishing line right there. Then I am going to pull because we want our fishing lines to come out at the second bead of that row. So I'm moving to the right again, upward. Then I am going to move, I moved to the left, right, then I moved to the left, upward, and to the right. And with the other fishing line I simply move to the left, and as you can see our fishing line is now at the second bead of the row. So I'm simply going to pick up 3 beads, cross with the third bead, and then I'm going to continue until I get to the second to the last bead of that row. Then we are going to do this pattern until we are left with just 3 beads on our row. So this is how it should look like. We have 4 rows of decreases on each side. So we have 8 plus the 12 in the middle, the 12 rows in the middle. Guys, tell me your answer down in the comment section. So I'm going to count 4 beads on the straight line, that is the part without the decrease. I'm going to count 4 beads on each side, then I'm going to bend it 4 beads on each side. I'm going to bend it like so, and this is what we are going to have. We're also going to have 4 beads for the base. Okay, so we have 4 for the decrease, 4 for the normal, 4 for the base, 4 for the normal, 4 for the decrease again. I hope that made sense. So I'm just inserting my fishing line into the first bead from the base, then the last bead from the side, and with the fishing line on my left I am going to pick up 2 pink beads, and I am going to cross with the second pink bead. So this is how it is going to look like. It's going to look like so. Then I'm going to insert my fishing line into the following bead, that is the second bead from the base. I'm going to insert my fishing line right there. Then I am going to pick up 2 beads with the fishing line on my left. Then I'm going to cross with the second bead, and I'm going to continue this pattern until I get to the end. Guys, if you're new to the channel, welcome. Please make sure you subscribe, and don't forget please to turn on the notification bell so you'll know when I upload new tutorials. I also take requests, so please send me a picture on my Instagram of a beaded bag that you want me to recreate. And to my old subscribers, thank you guys so much. We made it to 2K subscribers, and I wouldn't have done it without you guys, so please continue to share my videos. So I just inserted my fishing line into the last bead from the base, then into the last bead from the side, and I picked up 1 bead to finish it off. So I am done basically with row 1 of the corner. Now I'm inserting my fishing line into the second bead from the side, and with that same fishing line I'm going to pick up 2 beads and cross with the second bead. Then I am going to take the fishing line which is facing the base, the previous row that we've already done. Then I'm going to insert into the next bead, pick up 2 beads, cross, and you guys know the pattern by now. And I'm going to do this to all the flat sides, that's the sides without decreases. Then when we get to the part where we start the decreases, we are going to fold one end of the bag, that is, we're not going to be joining it together. Then we're going to start working normally, that is picking up 3 beads. Make sure that one side of the bag is folded like so. So you're going to pick up 3 beads, cross with the third bead. Then you're going to go into the following bead from the previous row, pick up 2 beads with the other fishing line. Then you're going to cross with the second bead. So when you're working on the decrease part of any beaded bag, let's just say this one, it's going to give you some sort of a rugged look, or I like to call it a step or a staircase sort of look. So if it is moving in a direction that you think it's weird, guys, just let it flow. Okay, it's going to give, you guys know how steps look like. There's the low step, the flat side, and there's the upper side. So you're going to have flat sides, upper sides, flat sides, upper sides. So you're just going to keep on working like that. Make sure, as you can see, that is a flat side that I am making. It has naturally just, you know, folded itself as a flat side. No matter the direction in which I work it in, it's going to be a flat side. So now I'm inserting my fishing line. As you can see, my fishing line is facing upwards, so that means it's going to be a tall side. I don't know how to explain. It's going to be a tall side. It's not going to be the flat. Like I said, staircase or stairs have the flat and the tall sides, flat and tall sides. So this is the tall side I'm working. That is why my fishing line is facing upward. When you insert your beads to a fishing line that is facing downwards, it's going to be a flat side. When your fishing line is facing upward, it's going to be a tall side. So we are going to work like this for the entire back, and as you can see, that's that rugged look I was telling you about, or that staircase sort of look. It is so nice, crisp and clear. So I decided to use purple beads on the flat side at the top, and now we are going to just make the handle. So I'm just inserting my fishing line into 2 beads at the bottom of the handle right there. Then I'm going to pick up 1 bead on the left fishing line, 1 bead on the right fishing line. Then I am going to cross. I'm going to cross with 1 bead. I ended up changing it. I know in this video I inserted 2 beads. If you want 2 beads, that's fine, but I ended up changing it to 1 bead on each side of the fishing line, then crossing with 1 bead. So you can do your handle however you like. Yeah, so that's what it's going to be looking like. Like I said, instead of 2 beads, you could use 1 bead because I went ahead and changed mine. Then you're going to work the normal 4 circle pattern. That is 1 bead on one end of your fishing line, 1 bead on the other end of your fishing line. Then you're going to cross with a 3rd bead, like so. Then you're going to repeat the pattern again. 1 bead on your right fishing line, 1 bead on the left, cross with the 3rd bead, and this is how it is looking like. So I had a total of 20 beads. As you can see, I ended up with 2 beads on my fishing line because, like I told you, I used 1 bead on the end of the fishing line instead of 2. So I just inserted one of my fishing lines into those 2 beads that is attached to the top. Then I just tied it off twice. Guys, if the video is moving too fast, just go to the settings and change the playback speed to as slow as you need it to be. Right, guys? So I just tied it 2 times, and this is what our handle is looking like. Like I said, you can make whatever handle that you feel like is going to be good for you. Then of course, all you need to do is to tuck in your fishing line, and we are going to be done with the main part of the bag. Okay, so this is what our bag is looking like, and as you can see, that is the opening. That's basically the mouth of the bag. It's an opening, and what we are going to do next is to make the, I'll call it the clutch part, or you know, the part where it closes the bag. Just take a not too long fishing line, and in that fishing line insert 7 beads in that fishing line, then cross with the 7th bead like you see me do in the video. So that's 2, 4, 6, and that's the 7th bead that we are crossing. As you can see, my fishing line is quite short, it's not that long. So we're going to have this circle, and you are going to pick up 1 bead on your left, 1 bead on your right fishing line. Then you are going to cross with 1 bead, like so. You're going to repeat it again. 1 bead on your left fishing line, 1 bead on your right fishing line. Then you are going to attach it to that midpoint at the top of your back right there. As you can see, take one end of your fishing line, attach it to one of those 3 beads, the middle one at the top right there. Then you're just going to tie it off. Then cut off all the excess fishing line, tie it off twice, then cut off all the excess fishing line. If you do recreate this bag, please tag me on my Instagram so I can post your recreations on the channel here. I post all your recreations, and if you have an Instagram, I try to promote you as well. So yeah, just text me on Instagram. I'm going to have the link to my Instagram down in the description box, so please do not forget to show me what you've done. So the first part of our clutch is done. Then you're going to go to the middle part of the lid basically. Then you're going to take another short fishing line, insert 3 beads into that fishing line, and cross with the 3rd bead. And I don't know if I should call this a latch and a hook. I don't know how to call it, but I think one of them is the latch basically. So this is what you're going to have, this circle of 3 beads, and you're going to count 3 beads from the middle part of the blade. You're going to insert your fishing line, one end into the opposite direction, the other end the opposite direction, so you're basically crossing like you would normally do. And make sure that your bead is standing upright. Then you're just going to insert both fishing lines behind, so you're just going to go into those holes right there, then insert your fishing lines behind, and you're just basically going to tie it off right there. Just tie off your 2 ends of your fishing line. You're just going to tie them right there. 2 times is always fine. Then you're going to tuck in your fishing line. Yeah, and honestly, that is basically it. When you tuck in your fishing line, this is what it's going to look like. So you're just going to close your bag, and how you do that is you just take one end of your beads and you insert into that hole, then you insert the second one, and it holds perfectly well. It's not going to move. If you want to remove it, make sure you remove one bead first before the second one. Then to insert it is the same thing. So that is it for this tutorial. Tell me what you think, guys, down in the comment section. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, click the notification bell, and share this video to someone who might need it. This is just me styling the bag. I made 9 of these, so check out the other tutorials, and I'll see you in my other videos. Bye.